Well, we've made it. Another year, another round of 25 days of suggestions. There's only one thing missing. You! Alright guys, time to open up this year's that's the wrong advent calendar, hold on. Okay guys, time to open up the first day of this year's advent calendar. Hello everybody and welcome to the first day of 25 days of suggestions 2022. I've entered all of the suggestions I've gotten into the random name picker site I use. We had 54 total requests this year. I think that is the most ever, and that is awesome. Thank you all so much. This year has been great for my channel. Of course, we had Cars on the Road, and I've been doing a bunch of content that I've loved doing. And, of course, I've made a couple of very popular videos that may or may not be about large masses of frozen water that have certainly helped out my channel quite a bit. But thank you so much to everyone supporting the channel in 2022. It's been a great year, and I can't wait to end it out with one of my favorite series every year, 25 Days of Suggestions. This is now the 6th 25 Days of Suggestions. I've been doing it every year since I started my channel in 2017, so this is now the 6th time that we've done it, and I think that's awesome. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Sarah Wheelson, which is what the random name picker suggested, as requested by Tammy Whitson. Thank you so much for your suggestion, as always. But before we do that, we of course have to open up the first day of the 2022 Mini Racers Advent Calendar. By the way, I hope you guys like the tissue paper making its grand return. I know in past years we've had some issues with the colors of the paper. I believe it was last year where I couldn't find the green paper until like the second to last day, or maybe that was the year before. But this year, don't worry, we have both sheets of tissue paper. They look a little wrinkly because they've just been sitting around in my room all year, so that I made sure I didn't lose them, but we have them. Anyway, of course, it's time to open up the advent calendar's first day. I'm just getting the plastic wrap off. I forgot to do that before. The Mini Racers advent calendar has had the same thing in its first day for the past 2 years, and I assume that trend is not going to change this time around for 2022. Whoa, hey. Hold on, I really should have done this before I started filming, but let me just get all of that plastic wrap off here. And, alright, there we go. So yeah, probably gonna be the exact same thing we've gotten for the past few years in day one, but in case you don't know what's been in day one for the past 2 calendars, I won't spoil it. Day one is right here. I always wonder if they just use the same mold every single year and just change the image on the box. I wonder if one is in the same spot every year. Anyway, if my prediction is correct, day one should be, yep, another Mini Racers Holiday Lightning McQueen. Now my third one, because they've included him in every advent calendar, and that's perfectly fine. It's just your standard McQueen. It makes perfect sense to get him on day one, and he is a very cool mini at that. Yeah, really nice Mini Racer. Again, this is now my third one, so this one is just going to be repainted. And now I feel like he finally fits, because this, of course, is Holiday Hotshot McQueen, based off of the Mater Saves Christmas book. And now this year, the other minis included are finally also based off the book. In years past, we've just gotten these snowy variants of other cars. But this year, the Sally, Fillmore, and Mater are all based off of the book. Sorry, not Mater. The Sally, Fillmore, and Ramon are all based off the book. Mater, as I was just going to say, Mater isn't, which is kind of annoying. It's just the same old snowy Mater that's appeared in the last 2 calendars. But, yeah, same lightning as ever, but I think he fits very well in each of these advent calendars, and he is very cool, especially if you haven't gotten an advent calendar in the past. I said last year, and I still hold this sentiment, it would be really nice if they did a metallic variant of this McQueen instead. That would be really nice. Of course, Mattel's 155 scale Holiday Hot Shot McQueen has always been metallic, and the mini here isn't. But yeah, that would be a nice way to change it up. Of course, there's also the sort of off-road Holiday Hotshot McQueen, which would be nice to get one year instead, maybe, but that would require them making a new mold. And as you can see, taking one look at this calendar, yeah, this year they didn't bother making any new molds. Everything is reused from a past year, just with new stickers and decals and paint, even when it doesn't make sense. But whatever, I already talked about that in another video, and I'm sure you'll hear me talk about that even more in future videos. Very excited about the other exclusive minis for this year, with Sally and Fillmore and Ramon. Another thing I should probably note is, of course, this McQueen has snow detailing on his sides. I don't think Sally, Fillmore, and Ramon have that. I think they got rid of the snow. They kept the white wheels, but I think, at least according to the box art, it seems that they've ditched the snow detailing on the side in order to try to provide a more accurate car. So it would have been cool if they had removed the snow detailing from the McQueen and Mater, or actually if you remove it from the Mater, then it's just a regular Mater, so forget I said that. But yeah, I don't really mind at all this McQueen being used again. Again, those are some changes I could have done, removing the snow detailing, making him metallic. But I think he's a very cool, very cute little mini racer. Anyway, let's move on to today's review. Of course, Sarah Wheelson, first released in 2021 as one of the only new releases from the first Cars movie in 2021. Sarah's a pretty cool character because it's not often we get new press cars. She is from the scene in which the press tracks down McQueen, as was Derek Williams, who was also released in 2021 as the other only new release from the first Cars movie from 2021. Every other new release that year was from Cars 3 or Racing Red or from the holiday series, which is fine. It just, would have been nice if they gave us more than 2 new releases from the first Cars. But that sort of made Sarah and Derek extra special die casts. Very interesting color scheme. She really just screams like generic background car, because that's all she is, but it's very cool that we got her. I've loved the recent background characters we've gotten. I always love background characters, but yeah, Sarah is very cool. I think this darker colored background is throwing off my camera's white balance. Yeah, she is. I believe she's a unique mold, very similar to Skip Richter and some other cars. I think maybe Dana Crankoff from the 2022 line, who's a background camera car from Cars 3. I think maybe Dana has the same mold as her. I'm not too sure. For whatever reason, she doesn't have a license plate, which is kind of odd. There's her other side, and you can see just her big old RSN camera. It is not a separate piece. I would not recommend trying to detach it. I don't know if it... Well, it is a separate piece, but, like, not in the packaging. There are releases like Human in 2015, right? You would have to put his camera on. I believe it's probably removable, but I don't want to try it. I don't want to recommend that you try it, because in case it's not removable, I don't want you to accidentally break your Sarah Wheelson. Such an odd choice that she was re-released in 2022. Probably one of my least favorite 2022 re-releases. I wish they had kept her exclusive to 2021, at least for now. She's such a minor niche background character. You don't need to release her more than once, but whatever. Still a very cool car that I really do quite like. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow and every day throughout the month for more 25 Days of Suggestions. But that's not the only thing that will be happening on this channel this month. I've got a lot of big plans for the entire month of December, and I'm very excited to share them all with you. I've got a new episode of Weird Products coming out probably in a few days. Then I'm going to be doing a holiday edition of Weird Products later in the month. Still have to review Revo Koss. I was supposed to review him yesterday, but then I remembered I had to do a birthday request, which was, I believe, also from Tammy Whitson, who was the one the random name picker suggested the review from. So congratulations, Tammy Whitson. You got basically 2 suggestion reviews in a row. Birthday request and now this. But yeah, Revo review will be coming soon. We got a lot of great videos planned this month, and I hope you guys stick around. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.